Ladies and gentlemen, hello, welcome. My name is Martin, you're in my kitchen, and today we're going to do some cooking. We're going to do something today I've never done before. I don't think I've even eaten one before. We're going to be making a vegan cake. It's currently January, a lot of people partake in the Veganuary, going vegan for January. I'm not necessarily part of that, but what I want to do is try this cake. It's an interesting recipe. I'm interested, I just want to see how it goes down. This is actually going to be one of the first in a little mini-series I'm going to put together called Cake of the Month. As the name suggests, I'm going to do a cake every month, trying to reflect the seasons, maybe current things that happen in the world, and hopefully that'll be a nice little series to watch. So with that said, let's get into this recipe. The first step is really strange, right? So we're going to be taking some milk and purposefully curdling it. Don't understand it, but we're going to give it a go and see how it turns out. So let me get sorted and we'll get that underway. So as I said a second ago, we are purposefully curdling some milk. So what I've done is I've measured out 350 ml of oat milk. I wanted to get coconut milk, but they didn't have it in the supermarket, but apparently any of the vegan substitute milks will work. The recipe suggested oat milk, so that's why I got this one, because I couldn't get coconut, but I think coconut would have been better in a cake. And then I've added, or I'm going to add some freshly squeezed lemon juice. The recipe suggested apple cider vinegar, but I couldn't find that in the supermarket, so apparently lemon juice is a good substitute. So we want a tablespoon of that into our oat milk. I'm going to put a little bit more in, because I don't think lemon juice has quite as much acid in it as vinegar. I'm guessing, like, but there we go, there's like a tablespoon and a half of lemon juice into this oat milk. So apparently what that's going to do is make it like lumpy. Hopefully that reaction will start taking place now. And we'll come back to that in a couple of minutes. So I've got my timings a bit odd there. The first thing you should always do when you're making a cake, apparently, is to get your oven heated up. So that's what I should have done first. That's what I'm going to do right now. Apparently it's gas mark 4, 160 degrees C fan, or 180 if you haven't got a fan. So I'm going to turn mine on now, get the oven nice and hot. Right guys, so I've weighed out all of my ingredients. I did record it, but it went completely wrong, so I'm just going to talk you through it. So in this bowl, I've got 300 grams of self-raising flour, 200 grams of caster sugar, a teaspoon of baking powder, a dribble of vanilla extract. I always try and get extract rather than essence, because essence is completely synthetic. There's no natural vanilla in it in the slightest, so extract is always best. And 150 grams of vegan spread. So this one, I spent ages in the supermarket looking for vegan spread. There's all the olive spreads and all the other bits and bobs, but this particular one, so this is Flora Active, is completely plant-based, vegan, vegetarian. There's no dairy product in it at all, because a lot of them have buttermilk in it for flavour, I guess, but this one completely plant-based and vegan friendly. So that's all done now. Alright guys, so it's been probably about 10 minutes now. There was no change to the milk, so I actually added a little bit more lemon juice, probably about another tablespoon. It doesn't really look to have gone lumpy, but it has changed slightly, like it looks a bit... I wouldn't want to drink it, let's put it like that, because it smells a bit weird. But we're going to chuck it in our mixture, beat it up, and then we'll have a batter and we'll cook it up and see what happens. Hopefully we'll get some cake. So let's slosh this. And then like that. I mean, I'll be honest, that looks absolutely disgusting.
Yum yum.
Yum yum. Yeah, let's mix it up.
I can turn the plug on.
Thank you. Alright guys, so we're all mixed up. It's nice and smooth now. It's probably a little bit wetter than I'm used to from a cake batter. But we'll stick it in a dish, in a greased cake tin, and it cooks for a bit longer than I'm probably used to. It's like 35-40 minutes. A gas might fall, like I said, but let's just see how it turns out. We might have a cake, we might have a puddle of pretty bizarre smelling food. It kind of smells like cake batter, to be honest. Do you want to smell it?
It smells alright.
It smells like cake batter, right?
Yeah, it smells like a cake.
Yeah, it is. Ah. So let's get our cake batter into the tin. When I put the greaseproof paper in, I went up the sides a bit because it's a bit wetter. I didn't want it leaking out of the tin because the bottom comes out of this one. If you've got like a solid bottom tin, that'd be fine, I'm sure. But because it's a bit wetter, I wanted just to make sure it didn't leak. So that's what I've done. I'm not going to tip it up because I tip it all over the side. So now this is going to go into the middle shelf in our preheated oven for about 35-40 minutes. Right guys, so as you can see, my cake's cooked. It's quite pale on the top, but I've done the skewer method and it's come out crumbly inside, so you know, the skewer was nice and dry, so it's definitely cooked. It's still a bit warm. It's been out of the oven for about half an hour. It was in there for probably about an hour. The recipe said split it into 2 tins, but I thought I'd just do one and cut it in half. A bit weird, there's like a ring, like a cracked ring around the top, but smelling delicious. So that's just going to go on a cooling rack.
Yes, Betty.
Get a good picture. Right then gang, so our cake's really cooled down now. I've cut it in half, put some nice blackcurrant jam in the middle. That will contrast nicely, I think, with the sweetness of the cake. We're just going to finish it off with a little bit of icing sugar, just to hide our ruffled, because this is the bottom of the cake, you can see. So we'll give that a little. Alright guys, there we have it. January's Veganuary cake. Like I said, first in a little series. Let's give this a munch, see how it goes down. It's pretty heavy, to be fair, so this might be a little bit interesting. Wowee. We didn't get an awfully good rise on this cake at all.
No.
Oh, you can see how sticky it is. I guess it was all the milk, because there was a lot of liquids.
Is that nice?
It's pretty good. It's really heavy. Like,
I feel like you need a cup of tea with it.
yeah, definitely, just to wash it down a bit. And it's really moist. Like you can see how tight. It's not very airy. But there we are. It was a different recipe. Fingers crossed. The next one will go a little bit better than this one, to be honest. But it was enjoyable, an interesting process. And if you give it a go, let me know. Maybe you'll get some better results. Thanks for watching.